Put it in, I'll spin it. Oh, you spin
There
it
you go,
now.
spin that and then throw it
I
out.
don't know. In my head, you had one job.
In my head, you were so much better with balls.
Do you picture your career this way when you start out? Is it like what you want?
Not here.
Julia Roberts, you live next to me at the beach, you know that. Thanks for all the visits. Anyway, I'm living about 2 blocks from you. The broad never shows up. Come by and say hello.
Closer than 2
You
blocks.
have no lines, Julia, just nod. Anyway,
I once thought Pete Davidson was just like Obama, a biracial goofball who ruined a once beloved institution, but it turns out I was wrong. Pete's not biracial.
Good one.
And now for the man of the hour.
Just imagine a world where I'm George Clooney. That's it.
No,
Just imagine that world for a second.
you're not.
Okay, all right. I asked you to use your
Can I tell you
imagination.
something right now?
Yeah.
And I know I'm a guest on your podcast.
Right.
But there's no fucking way that you're George Clooney. You're not in the same category. I think that you're not ugly. You're not ugly, but you're not George Clooney.
But tonight we're kicking it off with 2 of the biggest names with the smallest bodies and the biggest dicks in comedy. David Spade and Kevin Hart.
You got Melania a huge 12-carat diamond engagement ring. You should not have gotten her a diamond. Now she knows what hard is supposed to feel like. Woo!
Well, what do you think?
Well, I went to private school, so I never did go, like, my teacher never went on strike, so...
You went to private school?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a waste of money.
Sugar Ray's a great champion. Sugar, we'd ask you to talk, but you know the blacks, your lips lock.
You know him from Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn, and that's it. Please welcome the virtually anonymous Greg Giraldo.
That was great, Jim. I've never seen you be funny on TV before. Have some dignity and stick to radio. You look like Pete Sampras with Down syndrome.
Katie Sagal, you're an incredible actress. You worked on Married with Children, the show that changed comedy. Sons of Anarchy, the show that took drama to a whole new level. And 8 Simple Rules, the show that killed John Ritter.
Gotta ask you a question. The hat. It's one thing to wear the hat backwards. Do you have an afro under that or something? It looks very, very high.
I'll tell you what. Hey, that's none of your damn business, okay? Whatever's going on up under my hat is none of your business. The only information that you need to know is that I don't have a mushroom on the top of my head like you. That's right, Stephen A. I have a cut from this year, all right? From this era, from this generation.
I don't even know what I'm going to say before I say it. It just flies out of my mouth.
How does that work? What happens when you find yourself in a situation where sincerity is paramount?
What? The way you're looking at me makes me want to cover up my vagina.
Madam, if I had rubber gloves, I'd do it for you.
You look like an Italian dude that drowned and then just still lived. You talk about a zombie? Yeah, you fucking look like a Sicilian zombie, dude.
Bro. Your whole career as a comedian is about making fun of pretentious, high-minded, self-congratulatory BS events like this one. The whole feeling in this room of reverence and honoring is the exact opposite of everything I have wanted my life to be about.
De Niro is sitting there. God bless you, Bob. He's got the beard on. To know him is a treat. He's one of the great actors of our time. You ask him.
The Irishman was amazing. It was amazing. It was. It was great. Long, but amazing. It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So...
And here I am, you know, I look out, I see President Bill Clinton, you know, I see Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, you know, media mogul Rupert Murdoch, you know, broadcast legend Larry King, you know, pornographer Larry Flint, you know, Dick Morris. The list is starting to drop off a little, folks, but still, you get the idea. It's daunting.
I hope I can say this without insulting you.
Yes.
You're the weirdest looking person on the planet Earth.
Thank you. Thank you. That doesn't insult me at all. That's very kind.
I don't mean that as a negative.
No, not at all.
It's just nobody. I can't describe
It's just the
you.
fact that I have a full head of hair. That's what's telling you.
Well, yeah, sure.
I don't mean that in a bad way. No, I don't. Don't take that the wrong way.
I'm not. It's just that
I just don't have to cover my chin because I'm proud of it.
Jay,
But no.
It's not. Jay.
No, but go ahead.
Jay,
I'm sure
if you weren't famous and you robbed a bank and the dude was describing you to like a police sketch artist, he'd be like, no, seriously, what did he look like? Nobody looks like this. Nobody looks like you.
Really?
I can't believe I'm looking at you all the time I'm looking at you.
Clint, I say it, nobody else has said it, and I say it from my heart. You're a lousy actor.
How you doing, bruv? You okay?
I'm not too bad at all. I see you've come dressed for presenting Springwatch.
Swag,
you know. I don't even...
Don't talk about my swag, bruv. You're wearing fucking pajamas, bruv. Shut up, man.
You're like the world's fattest toddler.
See, one of the problems I'm running into with the show is the audiences are so sweet, and I appreciate that. But sometimes they don't understand that I like to get my balls broken.
I think it's cool that you think that you only have one problem on the show.
Remember the words of a great Negro. I say that honestly. All peoples are alike. We are all working. You live in my neighborhood. I live in yours. Right, Sam?
Right.
Are you crazy?
How many women do you think you've had sex with? I won't tell anyone. I won't tell anybody. Do you think more than me or less than me?
Way more than you! This guy's a fucking fuck machine! Way more than you fucking fat fuck! Are you out of your fucking mind? It's not even the same fucking dimension or game! This is a machine right here, dude!
Fuck off.
Every day! Every day, this guy! Fuck you!
Thanks for having me. You know, I was so excited to be here and see Shaq and Emmett and hang out with all these comedians. I feel like I died and went to Harlem. This ain't a roast, it's a barbecue.
Have you gone to a Clippers game this year?
I've gone to several Clippers games.
How come you haven't mentioned them?
Well, because A, you didn't give me a chance to. Don't cut me off. No, you didn't. I wasn't done. I wasn't done. You stopped me and then you started doing some stuff. I said there's several teams. Within those several teams, the Clippers was in that. You would know that if you knew talking. If you knew about this world, you would know that. That's what I meant, Steve. Okay? What you do is assume. That's your problem. You assume. The Clippers are playing great basketball, and I think that the Clippers are at a great place right now.
You want to go? Howard Stern has been in radio so long, he bought Robin at an auction.
Oh! Hey, I'm not supposed to be roasted.
Why do we laugh? Black and white.
Because we must laugh.
That's right. Look who became the priest.
Alec, I first saw you in the movie Pearl Harbor, which was worse than the actual Pearl Harbor. Halfway through, I was rooting for the Japanese.